After the Council of Chalcedon in 451, many Christians in Egypt, Syria, and Ethiopia rejected the Chalcedonian formula for Christ being of two natures in one person, the divine and the human nature. The Monophysite and the Miaphysite Christians, especially Copts and Ethiopians, were active in Yemen, and Aksumite ruled Arabia. This was in the western regions of Arabia near Mecca and Medina. This may very well have played into the Quranic belief of not overexalting Jesus. After the Council of Ephesus in 431, the group of Christians known as the Nestorians, under the Patriarch Nestorius, were expelled from the Roman Empire, and they found refuge in the rival Sassanid Empire. The Nestorians believed that Jesus was not truly God, as it would violate the concept of God as one, so they rejected the term of Mary being Theotokos, the Orthodox expression which translates to God-bearer. They opted to use the term Christotokos, meaning Mother of Christ or bearer of the Anointed One. The Nestorian Church spread through Mesopotamia, Persia, Bahrain, and the rest of the eastern half of the Arabian Peninsula. So, they denied Christ's divinity, saw him as a prophet-like figure, and retained Jewish law, including circumcision, which is something that the Muslims also retain. This outlook parallels the Quran's view of Jesus as a prophet, miracle worker, and anointed one, but not ultimately God. And some scholars believe Muhammad encountered their ideas through way of oral recitation, possibly other fragmented rumors of their traditions. The Ebionites were another group of Christian heterodoxes, largely diminished by the 7th century. They were adherents to the Jewish covenant and covenant theology. They rejected the idea that Christ redeemed humanity through his suffering and death and resurrection from the cross. And similarly, other groups such as the Alcasites and Nazarenes may have also lingered in Arabia and Syria after the destruction of the Second Temple. Another view that Muhammad gained skepticism for the Christian doctrine of the Trinity might come from his interactions or exposure to the Toleridian sect of Christianity, which emphasized the importance of the Virgin Mary, and which their traditions were to bake cakes and give bread to the Virgin, and treat her almost as a goddess figure. This persisted in some form into Muhammad's time, and would have explained why the Quran critiques Christianity as if it were including Mary in the Trinity of the one God, as per Quran 5:116. In short, we don't really know the true origins of where Muhammad learned about Christianity, or Judaism for that matter. We do know that he was exposed to Arabian paganism, but otherwise he would have had some knowledge of the marginal figures within Judaism and Christianity that were in what was essentially late antiquity's no man's land. That was the peninsula of Arabia, which is also why we have very few accounts of that time in history. And also most of the scholarship from that point in Arabia's history lies within Quranic studies. So that's about all we know for today, and that's about all I will say for today. I'm Jack Existential. Goodbye.